Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're good. My name is Thula. I am the founder of Family Finances. So today we're gonna chat about budgeting. I know that it is something that, everybody, well, most people always say that I do have a budget, but I don't follow it. And as the first thing that I want to say to you is that it's not that you don't follow it, it's primarily because you don't want to. A lot of people lack discipline, and it is a lack of discipline that then affects your finances. So the first thing that I just want to say to you is that make it a goal in life that the same way that you're disciplined with gym, you're disciplined with your diet, you're disciplined with your academics or your work or just being a parent. Ensure that you have the same discipline with your finances, and the first way to start is with a budget. And the thing about budgeting is that it doesn't have to be anything complicated. You can do it the old school way and write it down, or you can do it on your laptop on an Excel sheet. And yeah, that's it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, anything complicated. So you start with your income after tax and literally your expenses, and you try by all means to divide your expenses with, like, important expenses like either your rent, your loans, things like that. And then the small household expenses, and just, like food, and then things like DSTV, for example. So that way you can categorically see where the money is going. So for example, I'll call them the red expenses, things like your rent, things like your car loan, and so forth. And then your yellow expenses would then be things like food, things like transport, right? And then your green expenses would be things like, DSTV or entertainment. And yes, it is very, very important to plan for or budget for your entertainment, especially as a family. Know how many times you want to take out the kids and how many times you want to go out as a couple, for example. That way, everything is just well documented, well budgeted, and you're able to move around your finances in such a way that you can take care of each of these things, right? And then the other thing is, I would also advise that you can download an expense tracker app on your phone, so that every time that you spend money, you can see where the money is going. And the other thing is that it is so important to ensure that this budget is not in your head, because most of the time that is what people say, like, I know where my money goes, I know what I'm spending on. Well, actually not. How are you able to properly track where your money is going if you can't see where it's going? And for you to be able to do that is if your income and expenses are arranged properly. This is what I'm saying. It's important to ensure that it is either written down, or you have it on your phone or on your laptop. Just ensure that it's there somewhere physically. And then the other thing that is also important is that when you do a budget, try by all means to sit down with your spouse and your kids, if they're old enough for you to have those conversations, so that it's a family thing, and also that everybody in the family is also aware of the financial situation at home and so forth. And the other thing with budgeting is also that you could give yourself uh, you can decide on how much you want to save and include that amount in your budget as well. So saving is not something that should come after the effect, but it should be something that is included in your budget from where it goes. So you can see that it is so important that every little thing that you're taking your money to, every little thing that you're spending your money on, is written down. And at the end of the month, you literally just sit down with your expenses and see whether you're making progress or not. Another thing, make sure that every 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and obviously at the end of the year, you really just sit down and do an assessment of your finances to see, okay, fine, this has been my pattern this year, this is where I can improve, or I can carry on doing things the way that I've been doing them. Thank